Skavetta music.
Hey, what's going on, folks? It is me, it is I am him, it is Space Cadet, and you are now tuned into the Spaced Out podcast. And today we got Audi3k in the building. What's going on?
What up, though?
How you doing?
I'm feeling great. How you feeling?
I'm amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, explain, first, tell us who Audi3k is.
Well, Audi3k is Audi3k is the embodiment of mind, body, soul. You know, three different sides of me. Audi3k is just another uptown kid from Buffalo, New York, where we at now. Um, an artist and innovator. I'm the alchemist. More there to know. You know?
Yeah. So, where did you get, is Audi your real name?
Yeah, my real name is Audrey.
Okay.
So Audi is just, people call me that. Just came.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you came up with the 3K behind it.
Yeah, three always been my favorite number. So when I used to I always did graffiti. So when I used to write my name, I would always put the three. It just was always relevant my whole life. So when I started making music, I guess the Audi3k just came coming out of jokes. Like, oh yeah, A3K, A3000, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So three was always embedded, but it was always me. I just didn't know until on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, when you say three, I go right to Allen Iverson.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a good reference though.
Yeah, because it's like that's so I reference things with other things.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say three, my mind goes to something like it went straight to Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
You say red, my mind goes to a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does that. It do though.
That's a good little analogy though, because the number three, I mean, AI is like culture. AI is culture. Period. It's culture. A great forefront head of Black culture, or
Yeah.
what we perceive it to be, or not even only Black culture, like hip hop culture.
Yeah.
The
He brought that hip hop into the NBA.
exactly the crossover of
The stepping over people.
yeah,
The attitude.
even the whole wearing Jordans.
Yeah.
Not MJ wearing his Jordans, but like AI wearing Jordans, AI wearing them cool grade 11s. He had on every J. That's definitely iconic.
No, yeah, everything he did was iconic. I feel like
Yeah.
it was like
The
he
braids,
brought.
the tats, the music.
Yeah, they didn't want him to do that shit. They wanted him to just play basketball.
That's sick. Of course they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you say 3K, and then you say Audi 3000, like it reminds me of Andre 3000.
Right. I feel that way too, but I'm sure a lot of people would think that it came from that, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Because you gotta think too, like we're Northerners, so like the Outkast influence wasn't my first initial hip hop influence.
What was?
The Jay-Z's, the Nas's, and a lot of neo soul. So just typical 90s R&B and hip hop. I feel like that was more of my foundation. Heavy on the neo soul. Like my mother listens to neo soul, all my aunts. It was like heavily in rotation. Erykah Badu, of course.
Yeah.
Erykah Badu, Flowetry, Marsha Ambrosius, Kendrick the Family Soul. It's a lot of names. So that type of vibe was definitely implemented. And of course, Jay-Z is top dogs to a lot of people, a lot of my OGs. Everybody love Jay-Z. And I love Nas. So that was like my introduction. Neo soul, then hip hop, all of that 90s, A Tribe Called Quest,
Yeah.
Leaders of the New School type of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, real soulful boom bap stuff.
Are there any other genres of music you listen to?
Yeah, I like jazz a lot.
Oh yeah.
I love jazz music. But that's still a result of hip hop though. It's a result of like everything that I loved growing up was a sample from a jazz song. But jazz music for sure. I listen to everything, and I listen to alternative music. some reggae, Afro beats, even like house music. I like house music because I used to be a dancer. So
I like EDM a lot.
EDM, I don't listen to no EDM. You might
It's
have to put
like
me on.
house music is in that genre.
Yeah,
Dubstep,
yeah, I know
rhythm,
what dubstep is.
all that shit. Like,
You argue that house music kind of birthed some of those genres?
uh,
'Cause it was
I
like
mean,
what was
yeah, I feel
around
like,
before.
yeah, because then it was like freestyle, you know, that shit, like Lil Debbie type shit. You know what I'm talking about? That,
Yeah.
like, I can't explain it. And if I play it, they gonna fucking like be like, ah,
But can't we consider house music still like a subgenre of jazz?
yeah.
So like,
I feel like everything's a subgenre of one genre, like
mhm,
of music. I mean, like somebody created, like whoever created music,
yeah,
then like other people heard it and made their form of music. Just like Spanish music is a subgenre of other music.
right,
It all came from them like just singing and fucking dancing
yeah,
with
vibrations.
with nothing, and then creating the instruments and then creating it all. Like it's like, yo, if that would be dope to like be able to like travel back to the beginning and see all
Yeah,
that shit and like just skip, like not skip it, but like be able to
yeah,
go to this point and be like, all right, this is what, oh shit, that's what happened, and then boom.
yeah. And it's
Because
like
if you
it's so
think like
intricate now that it's simple.
that, rap was just them doing like when they were doing that like like shit
Hmm.
like that. They just turned that into words after.
Hmm.
So it's like it's dope how it evolved.
Right. The evolution of it.
Yeah, the evolution of music is crazy.
And now it's all technology. Now it's like you could make a song on your phone and the right person might hear it and it could change your life. But also you can make 100 songs on your phone and it won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But like the technology point of just social media, 130,000 songs get released a day. And that's fucking crazy
And they only paying cents on a fucking dollar for that shit.
for a stream.
And they making mad bread off stream because of how much music is getting put on these platforms.
Hmm.
Think about it, like Spotify making billions of dollars just for
Crazy.
people to put a fucking songs on their platform.
Yeah. But even that still goes towards the evolution too, because who would have thought like 30, even 50 years ago, people would have never said you can be an artist. That's not a thing,
Yeah,
really.
nah. Yeah, you wouldn't have thought that this many people could be an artist at.
And like live a life of creating art.
Because first, like some people don't understand that there's worlds bigger than where they are.
Yeah.
Like, but when you realize it, you can see that like just by using the internet, you can gain a fan all the way in Tokyo and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can gain a fan from a whole country in Africa, like a little fucking village in Africa.
Yeah.
And that could be like 50 people, and now you got 50 fans.
In a whole different place.
Yeah.
That you never been to.
Imagine having one fan in every fucking city.
I'm trying to have one fan in every
That shit would
city.
be crazy. Like
That'll do it. That's all you need.
Yeah, all you need one fan. Yo, if you have one fan in every city, that's 50 fans. Like, well, one fan in every state, that's 50 fans. If you break it down into cities, I don't know how many cities in each state, but
Right.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Even 2 fans.
If you can make one fan, you can make 5 though. Because if I hear a good song, I might want you to hear it.
Yeah.
You might want him to hear it. You feel me? So I feel like it's possible. Just like, I don't know. You got to find the right way to captivate the world.
So you say you did art, you do art too, and draw and graffiti. What got you into that?
What got me into that? I feel like drawing and graffiti is kind of what started this whole, just everything. Because I want to say, it might sound corny and cliche, but I really want to just say it's a result of hip hop. And this is why I'll say it, because like I was dancing, but like underground dancing, battling people that are break dancers and people that were older than me and people that were immersed in the graffiti community. And even just having the access to that internet, because I'm a, 2000, I'm a, Generation Zer. It's like I was able to watch old 80s movies like Breaking, the movie Breaking, and that was like a cultural breakdancing movie,
Yeah.
graffiti, hip hop. I want to say it might be a little bit regional because we New Yorkers too. Like, still we're not in the city,
that
but we
shit
still
is
New Yorkers. Like,
Cali motherfuckers
yeah,
love
Cali
that.
is crazy too with graffiti.
They like that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I want to say it just built from that, like dancing and graffiti. It just kind of went hand in hand for me. So I took a lot of time just practicing my tags, drawing. I've probably been drawing like, I don't know, 15 years, maybe longer. I'm 23, so it's like maybe 15 years of my life, maybe more. Like, so yeah, I draw, I paint. I've been doing this regular stuff for some of my regular world right here. Drew this too. Yeah, I've been doing the graffiti for a long time.
I love graffiti. That shit is like, yo, I want to go on like a late night hop. I know I can because you heard of Stick Figure?
You talk,
This dude.
is Stick Figure the one with the, yeah, I've heard of him for sure.
Yo, so that's the homie, but it's just dope at
I see his stuff everywhere.
Yeah, when you see it, it's just like, yo, it's just like the adrenaline from that has got to be crazy. To go up to the places that he's done, it's like, yo.
Yeah. It's a real lifestyle.
You don't gotta tell us, but if you do, you can. What's the craziest tag that you've done? Like, probably won't get in trouble because you can't find it.
Nah, I probably have tagged like somewhere in the city on the train or something. But I never went too crazy because a lot of my stuff is now tailored to me. Like, you can tell if it's, you should be able to tell if it's mine.
Yeah.
Not that everybody will know that it's me, but it's like somebody might take a picture of it and you can pinpoint that. So I feel like that's a little bit too dangerous because I've been showing my art for so long. But I have made other tags so that I don't use my own. But I don't really tag that much, honestly. Stop doing that. Yeah. I tag like a couple trains in the city and stuff.
Trains are where it's at.
Yeah.
If you think about it, that train's going across the fucking states. Like,
I want to do that. I want to do something big. I never really took the chance to do something big.
Did you see what he did? The Grand Island Bridge?
Nah.
Yo, so he dropped a whole, was it like a sheet?
Oh, dropped it down, it rolled down?
Yeah. A whole joint off the Grand Island Bridge.
You ever heard of Banksy?
Yeah.
He's legendary like that.
There's a dude in Buffalo, his name's Banksy Hates Me. And he does like, he goes off of, that's his inspiration.
Yeah.
And I did a podcast with him. It's pretty dope, but like Banksy is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
the shit he did, like the things he did and what he did was revolutionary for the graffiti world too. Cause like he went from being wanted to like the most wanted, like
the most wanted ever.
Like, yeah. Like now you have to get an art piece would be crazy from him. But like just for prints is expensive.
Yeah, and I think it's still not really hand to hand. I'm sure a lot of people don't know who he is or who his team is. And I think even that's fire. Yeah, how do you stay so under the radar for decades?
Yeah, I got told a story about like how he like sold an art piece and he fucking shredded it.
I see that video.
That shit is crazy. And like he was in the crowd.
It shredded literally after they sold it.
So,
and it was in a frame. It didn't even look like it had a shredder in it. That was crazy.
Do you got any inspiration for art? Like any artists that you look at?
It's this guy called, I think his name is David Arsham, and he's ridiculous. He's not really, I wouldn't say inspiration, because as far as my art, I try not to, like, it's nothing wrong with inspiration, but for instance, I just feel like a lot of people try to be Basquiat. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people copy art, instead of creating their own. So really my art is just like a amalgamation of all the graffiti and stuff I've been creating and like my brand, the characters that I created in my brand. But is it Dave? It's Daniel. Daniel Arsham. He's fire. He did it was the one Gunna cover actually. He did a piece with Gunna. It was his face and it was like a ceramic looking face and it had crystals out the side. That was just a piece maybe people have seen, but he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. I don't know if it's clay or cement. He uses like cement and puts it into molds and puts diamonds in them. I have to show it to you.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
David Cho be throwing me like crazy. You ever heard of David Cho?
David Cho.
Yeah.
Does he make graphics?
Nah, he does like graffiti and painting.
Okay.
Yeah, like he'll do like layers.
Is it like layers?
Yeah, layers
Yeah.
and layers and layers, and then like the final piece, you're just like, fuck did he just
I think
do?
I've seen some of his work
He's the
before.
guy that
Yeah,
he,
Facebook.
he wanted like 30 grand to do a thing for Facebook, and they gave him stock.
Mm-hmm.
He took stock when it was worth like nothing. And
It's
then,
crazy.
like sold it for like millions of dollars. And now like he'll never have to touch it again.
Crazy.
You know that happened with people I know here in Buffalo with Tesla. A couple people I know had jobs as managers in the very beginning, and they were given stock. They
Mm-hmm.
were nothing. The one girl is my age, 35. She retired. Travels around in like a van. The world.
That's what I'm trying to fucking do.
That's amazing.
Hey, subscribe, do all that cool shit so I can live in a van, and then you can watch the podcast. Yeah, a podcast from the van.
Don't keep watching the podcast until you subscribe and do all that cool shit so he can have a van.
Yo, for real.
So we can get rich.
Yo, I want one of those big ass fucking like bus type ones though.
Yeah, that's what my best friend be saying.
So that the back of it could have the podcast in it, and then the front of it is like where I'm rolling
Yeah, that'd be
and
fine.
sleep and shit. Yeah. That's the Sprinter van though.
Because for real, he could do this anywhere, and I could edit it everywhere. So
Yeah. Have y'all ever seen those? It's a van, but it's like one of the ones that's connected to it. And they do like gamer rooms. They don't have like 2 seats and like,
like
6
a trailer
TVs.
and shit.
Like a small trailer.
Yeah.
Even that, you probably could hook it up to the back of your
the van
joint and have a podcast back there. Those are fire.
Yeah, that shit is.
It probably don't cost that much either to put together.
I seen that, and they do that over here too. Cause I was looking at it for my son's birthday. I was like, yo, that shit's dope. Like, just sit there and play video games with all your homies for 2-3 hours. Like, all right.
Fire.
You play video games?
Portable podcast in the back. I love video games, but I don't play a lot of them. When I do, I'm deep into the Call of Duty. I play stuff like Life is Strange. I like all the interesting games. What's that one game that I was playing? I was playing some game called Borderlands. Borderlands with my friend. That game is fire. I like that one too. I like a lot of first-person shooter games, but I could do storyline games too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So with the music now, when did the love for music come?
When did the love for music come?
Yeah. Or was there anything that like inspired you to start making music?
It's hard to pinpoint a time. I feel like I keep going back to saying it's like a timeline of events, more likely. Because even when I was in school, like in middle school, I played in band, like I played the drums. I was always dancing, drawing. I used to write poetry. So I always was writing and trying to formulate it. But I think once I finally not stopped dancing, but I just felt like it wasn't where I was at the time. That's when I focused in on writing more. It seemed like that's when music became like everything for me. So probably maybe like 8 years ago. Whenever time I decided to move to Georgia, my family had moved to Georgia, and I went down there for a while, and I didn't like it down there. But when I was down there, I had a lot of time to myself.
Yeah.
So that was when I like started writing more and formulating music, and probably went to the studio for the first time. It wasn't really a real studio experience, but when I came back to Buffalo, however many months after that, I did get in the studio, and that's when I started going at it. So probably like 8 years ago, maybe more, maybe 9 years ago. Um, when I fell off of just dancing and stuff and just started venturing out more into everything else, taking my time, just started writing more, trying to start writing poetry. And I was writing freestyles, writing a lot of freestyles to just old beats, new beats, R&B beats, everything. So once I started writing freestyles, I got comfortable. I was probably making videos too for a while, making freestyle videos. And then, yeah, I made my first project maybe in 2018. I dropped my first project in 2018. It was called The Tapes. It was The Tapes Volume 1, Lost Love. And after that, that's when it started. Once I dropped my first project, I haven't really stopped doing music since. I'll say that, sure.
What do you think your favorite project that you dropped is?
The newest one, Colors, I just dropped in December. Colors is just, Colors is my favorite because I feel like I'm here now. I feel like I finally crafted how I sound, even if it's not perfect. I know it's not perfect, but I finally really crafted like my voice, I guess. What I'm talking about makes a lot of sense. It always made sense. It was
Yeah.
always the same. I've always been talking about the same thing, feeling the same way, trying to do harmonies, trying to do melodies, making schemes, rhyme schemes. But it's like now it's like, you know who you are. Like, you know exactly what you want to hear. And Colors was just like, I feel like all of my projects are like kind of sort of spiritual experiences. And Colors was like a pivot to newness, I guess. Colors is just hard. It's so much. It's so much. Colors is based off the number 7, which is, you know, the number of God, or 7 is the number for God. 7 days in a week, 7 seas, 7 celestial bodies, 7 steps to a spiritual mind, 7 steps to intellect, all those things. So, and 7 is also representative of course, the chakras, 7 chakras, and each of those chakras have a color. So the term colors came from that. Each song is named a color, and the song has an affirmation that represents the chakra, that represents the feeling of the chakra, and the song has the frequency that aligns with it, and it has the feeling of it. The song is, I guess, one of my best representations of the feeling of the chakra. So it's like, it just feels complete. I feel like I put a lot of time and energy into what I want for my projects. It's always an idea and a concept, but this one is just so much more intentional. And also down the line, I found out that it was my 7th project. My best friend told me it was my 7th project. So it made it even more, the number 7 was sticking for a while. The 7 is my life path number. It's so many reasons why the number 7 was used. So yeah, Colors is just like, it's just so deep. It got so much feeling to it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why that's my favorite project.
That's hard. And the cover art is dope as fuck too for it.
Yeah, thank you. My friend made it. My friend Nomad Quay. He's from the DMV area. He did that for me. Yeah.
Out that whole album, or out all songs, what's the song that you think that people should go listen to,
On Colors,
or any song like
any song.
that represents you the most?
Mm, a song that represents me the most. That's hard to choose because I feel like I'm such a layered person. Like, truly, I feel like I'm such a layered person. It's hard to get that from one song. But since we're talking about colors, I'll say white because white is like the crown chakra. White is like me being settled into the world, I guess. So it's really, it's just soulful. So I'm cool with that. I'll say white
Yeah.
can be my representation of self. I'm not mad at it.
Is that song number 7? That'd be crazy right now.
Yeah, it is number 7.
That'd be that's crazy.
It is number 7. That's crazy. That's not why I said it. But yes, it is number 7.
Cause I was just thinking like, yo, that'd be crazy if song number 7.
Yeah. It is song number 7 because it starts, Red is the first song. But technically Red, I mean, it is the first regardless, but you know, Red is at the bottom. It's your root chakra. So I started that first because you gotta heal from the root up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That makes sense. That's fire.
White is number 7.
That's fire. Now, just the concept of the album, everything like that is dope.
Yeah.
Where did you record it at?
I recorded it myself at my house, sitting in my little studio that I had put together. Yeah, and I mixed it myself too. Mixed it, mastered it myself. It's alright, you know. I ain't trying to say I ain't all that, but you know, I like to do it myself because I like to have my hands on. I'm cool with working with other people though, but it's just easier to record myself because I can do as much as I want, take it off. You know, I'd rather just have all my vocals first. I can send them to other people or try to edit it myself, either or. So yeah, I did that in my home studio.
That's fire.
Thank you, thank you.
That's a good ass job. Cause I fuck with that shit.
Thank you.
That new single you dropped too. With
East Buffalo?
Yeah.
Yeah, what you think about that? You heard it?
Yeah, fire.
You seen the video?
Yeah, super fire.
Thank
I
you.
like the like old school
Yeah.
New York vibe with the black and white.
Yeah.
Like it gave like a real like East Side like vibe to it too. So it was real. It was dope.
Yeah,
And
thank
then
you.
you both complement each other very well
Yeah.
too.
That's one of my close friends. Me and her been close for like a long time. A long time. Yeah. So that's natural. Yeah. And she's amazing. Mila is like crazy. Mila is like one of the most talented people ever. I'm not sure if she knows, but like she is ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Super talented.
Super, super duper.
No, what do you do like to do like outside of music? Like what are some of your hobbies and shit like that?
Outside of music, I do graphics. I'm like really heavy into graphic designing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been learning about user experience design. So that's thing 2. I think that's my lane. I really do like that. It's nerve-wracking sometimes, but graphic designing, dealing with graphics, working on that. I edit videos sometimes too. Like I've done all type of things. I've been behind the camera before, so the graphics is definitely my lane. That's what I do the most, but I do paint as well. And I make clothes. I haven't been so consistent, but the regular started with the clothing. So it is the collective, but it started with the clothing. So it's still rooted in that. I have a lot of designs and stuff, but I just need the time to be right. So yeah, graphics, clothing, music, yeah, money.
Always.
Always that.
We
Weed, getting medicated.
Yeah, and it's finally getting nice out.
I know.
We only got a short time here, Buffalo. Use it wisely. And don't be shooting at each other. Please.
They don't know how to listen to that.
Nah, they really don't. Because you already know it's going to be 92 next week. I can guarantee you. Like, and this is not like a shot at our city or nothing. It's guarantee you there's going to be at least 3 from now till Tuesday.
Let's see.
Last 2 nights. Last night someone was.
I know.
Yeah, I heard that some girl got killed or something, got shot. Or something.
Bailey.
Crazy.
Where? So right there by the pizza spot.
No, farther up, like towards that-
Oh,
that tower.
okay.
I don't know what
So
that is.
no, that was something for the VA.
Oh, really?
I think it's a water tower for the
Sure.
VA.
All right,
Some
well,
shit.
the water tower.
Whatever the
Yeah.
VA, it's connected to the VA because they the ones. The VA was the ones who were fixing it. I know that for a fact. So that's like government property right there.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not ready for it to get cold though. I've been in Atlanta probably like the past 2 years, and I have not been in the cold, but I'm probably gonna be in the
So when'd you
cold.
move back to Buffalo?
Just recently. Yeah. But it feel good to be here though, I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
not gonna feel good when that cold comes.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I know.
I'm not prepared for it. I would not lie. I
I
only
just
been in
need
Buffalo
a
in the summertime.
little tiny hut in somewhere warm for the winter, cause I'll be hating it. Nobody trying to shovel. Nobody trying to clean their car off every day. Trying to slip and slide down the road. Get stuck. Be snowed in for 3 days and tell me I can't drive nowhere. Like
I'm not prepared to be back in snow.
that's and then they don't provide us with like each with a snowmobile or something like that. Like
My mother. Why are there?
yeah,
Crazy. That's the amount of snow we get around here. They gotta stop you.
yeah, because people still go on that shit. Like me.
In Atlanta, everybody gets scared if they hear like a snow warning or they hear a snow warning, everybody going to the store and getting bread and milk like it's the last days. Like they're gonna be
That's
like,
here, but it's when like you know that you're gonna be stuck in the house for 3 days.
yeah, but we already know that. We prepared for snow. Days like end of the world, like
Like for like this
this
much
much snow.
snow.
Yeah,
Like it's like, yo, y'all didn't get
it's
snow
definitely
tires?
different. But it be
I get
raining out
all
there a lot too. Like the what is it, black ice? You
yeah.
could swerve on the road. The black ice is crazy. Yeah,
Oh, so that's how all the accidents be happening.
yeah. Well, they can't drive out there either, so that's they be driving reckless out there.
Feel like that's everywhere.
Yeah,
People just don't know how to drive. Or they no regards to anybody else.
everybody in a rush to get where they going.
They focused on what's ahead than what's in the present. That shit,
Mm,
yeah.
dropping gems.
It's true though.
Hey,
People just gotta fucking like, yo, we here right now. Why are you worried about like later? What's gonna happen? Like,
yeah.
fuck all that shit.
Traffic out there be bad too. They got a traffic hour. You be
Nah,
sitting in traffic for hours.
we was out there, but we didn't get caught in no traffic, did we?
That's
I think
good.
we missed
New
it.
York or
Atlanta.
Atlanta, only when we were getting there, we were there in rush hour, but it was like the highway we were coming on, it was like we pulled on, and as soon as we got on, next exit, we were like downtown.
Oh yeah, you good.
We got lucky.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, the only time it was bad in Atlanta was like when we were at a route that was like a main route, but it was a non-highway.
hmm
When that was backed up because it was like you had the traffic and the lights were fucking.
Yeah.
You know, on the highway, yeah, you're slowed down, but at least you're like
Moving. Yeah.
You know, like there was somewhere we went for an episode. It was 15 minutes from our Airbnb,
Mm.
but on the way back, it was like an hour and a half drive.
Yeah, the traffic is crazy out there.
Which one?
It was like when we went to the Drumworks guys' Airbnb for like Drake's episode.
Oh yeah.
Going back to like fucking Peachtree Lane or whatever the fuck it was called. It was like right next to some college downtown. We had a condo.
It's a couple of different colleges right in the same area, like Morehouse and what is the girls' school? Is it Clark Atlanta? And GSU is down there. It's a lot of schools down there, but they in the
That's a
same
lot.
area.
It was like literally right downtown. you walked a block from where we were. You were looking at that like main stretch of the highway.
Yeah, it was probably Georgia State.
Food. What's your thought on the foods? Whose food
On the
is
food
better?
out there, who food is better? What type of question is that? I love buffalo food. I love buffalo food. Atlanta does have some good food though. Atlanta has like a lot of places. It's a lot of business out there. So you could find good food really pretty much anywhere. I feel like we're out there. As far as Buffalo is more limited, but even the conversation with the wing conversation, I just feel like there's no better wings than Buffalo wings, but I could be biased. You know?
Nah, because some lady tried to tell us that they're known for wings, and I was like,
I tell everybody that, like, oh y'all, no way.
who the fuck, y'all? Do they call them Atlanta wings?
No, they call them Buffalo wings.
It's like,
This was bad though. She looked at us like she was our server. She greeted us and was like, "Oh, y'all are out from out of town." Like I would suggest the wings. Everybody was laughing because we were all just told her we're from Buffalo. She didn't understand the connection. Like, what do you mean?
That's hilarious.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was just wild.
Yeah.
We almost got robbed in Atlanta.
How y'all almost get robbed in Atlanta?
Yo, we was trying to take some pictures of some art, and some corner boys walked up on us and was like, "Yo, can you take a picture of me at the corner with your phone?" And we were like, "Nah." And I had the thing on me right here, and I was like, I pulled it from the side to the front, and we were like, "No, we can't take no picture of you." We walked inside. Dude followed us inside and sat down right in the middle, so we would have to sit two on this side, one on this side. So we went inside of the tables instead, and we're all military dudes too, so we were all like, "This is funny."
Yeah.
And then the workers were just acting mad weird too. We just got up and we left, and the workers said, "Oh, they leaving." And we're like, "What the fuck?" So we just
Trying to
walked back.
set y'all up?
Yeah, we just walked into the car, got in the car, and left. Like, yo, fuck this shit. And there was a group of them up the block, and there was like all in white tees, and I was like, "There's a bunch of corner boys over there."
Yeah.
We would try to go to Harold's Icebox and Chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, chicken and icebox.
That was like 10 o'clock in the morning. Not like nighttime.
Yeah, this was like 11.
Yeah.
There's fucking families walking around. These motherfuckers trying to take my life. Like, what is happening?
I was like, yo, what the fuck is
They break
going
into
on?
a lot of cars out there too. I've
They
been in
what?
a lot of them. They break into cars.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they break into cars. Oh my gosh, they break into cars. Like you need to be wary if you're out there. Sometimes people just fake roll down their window halfway or leave their door unlocked and just don't leave anything in their car because people will come and break into cars. So it's like no point. You gotta know that too if you're in the wrong area. Well, sometimes it's not even about that. Sometimes it's just a bad day. you know?
Yeah. They just need money that day.
Yeah.
It's understood.
It was this one lounge that I was doing. We was hosting events that we was hosting a game night, a kickback game night. And we was there like every week, I want to say, every week on Tuesday or Wednesday. And one night, everybody's car had got broken into. Like I think I was about to perform. I wasn't about to perform. I was up there talking to the DJ. And then somebody walked up to me and was like, if your car outside, if your car in the back, everybody needs to go. So I was probably the first person that walked out there. But the dude that came behind me, his car got broken into. His windows got broken into. Well, nah, they had a little tool and they was pushing the tool to break the windows like a professional tool. A little small thing.
Yeah.
They was breaking the windows.
Have.
Yeah, they had one of those. So it was one car, or maybe two or three cars that was broken into in the same parking lot. But the car that I pulled up in was like a Cadillac. It had thick windows, but it had the little small things on it. That's how I know they had that tool.
Yeah.
But it's like we just here on a random night, and me and the people that I'm with are here every week. So it's just like it just was a bad night. Somebody was over here that never was over here before, and they came and tried to break into all these cars. And that's what they did. I don't think they got anything, but it's like
Yeah, it's still wild.
a whole parking lot. Somebody just
Yeah.
went to the parking lot and broke into 4 or 5 cars.
Your
Crazy.
boys be out here in Buffalo. And the ages of these kids getting
Yeah.
caught in these stolen cars is wild.
It's the internet.
They be 14, 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
4
They
a.m.
breaking into kids with the USB cords.
4 a.m. getting caught with the car. Like, what are you doing at 4 a.m. outside right now?
Breaking into cars.
It is wild.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Nah, I mean, I love the city, not that they stealing cars.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, you got theft and all that in every way. It's not gonna go away. Someone's always gonna be stealing. Somebody's always gonna be doing something crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like part of the culture.
It is. That's sad though, but it is.
It is like things are part of the culture. It don't have to be, but it became it. So it's like it's
Yeah.
not gonna go away. Just like people think like drugs is gonna go away. Drugs is never going away.
Nah.
We need music. You need drugs. I don't know what else, but you need it all.
Facts.
But is there anything else you want to touch on before we get out of here?
Just touching back on Colors, man. Go listen to Colors. Audi3k Colors out now. It's a 20-minute tape.
Yeah.
It's literally 20 minutes long. 7 songs. They're pretty short, but I think they're very good songs. I think it's a good representation of where I'm at right now. It's a good representation of like where I can go, you know? So that's it, man. Colors out now.
And
Colors out now. Regular World. Also, one of my artists, Sapphire the Hex, she just dropped a project. It's called Sapphire's Revenge. So that's also to be noted. And yeah, Colors, man.
Yeah, and you got anything dropping in the future?
I'm working on some stuff, but I won't speak on it. But I am trying to get Colors videos out, trying to do a visual for sure. Mini movie or a visual. So that's on the way. But yeah, about to just be promoting that, trying to push it for a while.
And what about any events?
Any events? I'm trying to throw some stuff in July, but I can't talk about that yet either.
All right.
So yeah. Super exclusives, but I'll let y'all know. I'll keep y'all updated.
All right. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man.
No problem. Yo, make sure you go like, subscribe, do all that cool shit. And then we'll catch you on the next one. Peace. 5, 10, 15, 20. What time is it?
12:36.
Oh.
It's the Wiz.